What's up, Taiwan? I'm Liao with 10 minutes of news from Taiwan and around the world. The annual APEC summit is underway in Bangkok. Taiwan's representative has already met with U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris. It's unclear if he will speak directly to China's leader Xi Jinping during the event. But as John Van Trieste reports, the issue of peace between Taiwan and China has still been a topic of discussion.
Leaders from across the Pacific Rim are gathered in Bangkok for the annual APEC Forum. It's the first time the event is being held in person in 4 years. Taiwan is also in attendance, though its delegation is headed not by the country's president, Tsai Ing-wen, but by Morris Chang, the billionaire founder of the country's most valuable company, the tech giant TSMC. Chang has represented Taiwan at APEC several times, and he was full of confidence as he departed for Bangkok.
对我来说，这也是第6次接受到总统的任命，要我去参加 APEC。那对于 APEC 的程序啊什么，也已经相当的熟悉了，恐怕比有些领袖自己都还熟悉一点。
Taiwan's media is speculating whether Zhang will be able to speak with Chinese leader Xi Jinping while in Bangkok. The Chinese leader canceled a speech at the hotel where Zhang is staying, making a meeting appear unlikely. Relations between Taiwan and China have been at a low point. China claims Taiwan as part of its territory and hasn't ruled out the use of force to take it. In August, the Chinese military held drills around the island nation, exacerbating tensions. But the issue of peace between Taiwan and China was still put before the Chinese president. Japan's Prime Minister, Fumio Kishida, raised the matter in his own meeting with Xi.
私から尖閣諸島を含む東シナ海情勢や中国による弾道ミサイル発射等の軍事的活動について深刻な懸念を表明し、また台湾海峡の平和と安定の重要性を改めて強調しました。
As the regional economic event wraps up, Taiwan's delegation is making the most of the opportunity. Morris Chang is meeting with representatives from the other 21 member states, a rare chance for Taiwan to have its voice heard on the international stage. Damon Lin and John Van Trieste for TaiwanPlus.
With Taiwan projected to become a super-aged society in a little over 2 years, the country is exploring a range of new housing options for an aging population. Ryan Hill-Kilpatrick has more.
These pristine modern flats look much like any other new high-end building in Taiwan cities. But looking at the finer details, such as wheelchair-accessible thresholds, support rails, and panic buttons, reveals something special. The buildings are part of a retirement community in northern Taoyuan City. They're a new form of housing that's becoming increasingly necessary for a society that's rapidly aging.
其实目前大家就越来越重视自己的退休生活。那我们这边客户其实从45岁到65岁，他们看房的需求会渐渐增加，然后也会希望提早准备自己的退休之后的第3人生去做规划。
Taiwan is projected to become a super-aged society by 2025. By then, it's estimated that 1 in every 5 people in the country will be over 65 years old. Meeting the needs of this ballooning demographic requires a varied approach. In some cases, it can mean a greater demand for nursing homes with 24-hour care. But for others, it could be independent living communities, like this one.
以前的概念，觉得退休的都是看到就是影片上面那种躺在养老院、安老院，印象是坐在轮椅上啊，然后变得痴痴呆呆的，然后就被人家喂食啊。来这边以后就觉得非常不一样。
The aging population is widely seen as an economic time bomb, but for some looking to tap the silver dollar, it's also an opportunity. While independent living facilities offer a security net, they also give residents greater freedom. This means they can still go out shopping, take part in computer or music classes, and enjoy other social activities.
养老环境那过去大家是比较悲情，但是现在已经变成养老的新世代了。
Facilities like these come at a cost, though. To help retirees with less money, the government is offering subsidies to help retrofit older dwellings. There are also plans for intergenerational social housing, which are designed so that young and old can both support and learn from each other. Ryan Hill-Kilpatrick for TaiwanPlus.
8 people have been indicted over the biggest marijuana bust in Taiwan's history. Police in northern Taiwan's Taoyuan seized more than 4,000 marijuana plants in September with an estimated street value of over $40 million. Authorities say the main suspect in the case has a history of gang activity. Prosecutors claim he imported marijuana seeds and taught himself how to grow the plants. 6 other suspects are undocumented migrant workers from Indonesia. Prosecutors are seeking to keep all of the accused in custody, claiming the suspects pose a flight risk. A Taiwanese marine research vessel carrying 44 people is back home after losing power in the South China Sea. A tugboat towed the New Ocean Researcher 1 for 3 days before it arrived safely at port in Kaohsiung in southern Taiwan on Friday afternoon. The Coast Guard escorted the research vessel as rough seas tossed furniture and documents around the cabin. Luckily, no one was injured. The ship was left drifting in the dark some 400 kilometers southwest of Taiwan when its engines stopped working on Sunday evening. A new film nominated for Best Documentary at this year's Golden Horse Awards has put the plight of Taiwan's migrant workers in the spotlight. Miles to Go Before I Sleep looks at the police shooting of a runaway migrant worker in 2017. Our reporter Yu Jinghuang spoke with the film's director, Cai Conglong, to find out why he made this documentary.
Documentary film and Miles to Go Before I Sleep tells the story of a runaway migrant worker killed during a confrontation with police in 2017. Nguyen Guofi was shot 9 times in just 12 seconds by an officer after apparently resisting arrest. But the film's director Cai Conglong believes the real reason behind the killing is systematic discrimination in Taiwanese society.
我都觉得2017年那个就是一个总爆发，就是已经就是累积的那个误解或歧视或不了解，已经到一个点了，才会爆发之后一个菜鸟警察，然后把他打死，然后其他人也都好像视若无睹那样。那个是一个整个集体社会心理的反应，然后它就是对移工的一种压迫的一种总爆发。它可能是很极端，但它绝对不是个案。那因为它不是个案，所以我才必须要把它做到纪录片里面。
The story is told from 2 perspectives. Cai tries to piece together the truth of what happened on that fateful day, while Nguyen's story is told in his own words, through writings he left behind.
对我来讲，我只能说，我觉得没有改变，说我要继续做下去。那到底有没有抱希望？没有特别抱什么希望，对。但是如果说我看了那样的，我了解那样的事件，我看那样密录器，我不做的话，我良心不安。
Taiwan first began importing migrant workers in the 1990s. Today, there are over 700,000 in the country. In that time, there have been countless stories of exploitation and abuse against migrant workers. Cai hopes that audiences who watch this film won't stand by any longer.
所以即使这个片子只是阮国威的一个墓志铭，我觉得也没关系。就是如果做个比喻来讲，这个墓志铭是震耳欲聋的墓志铭，它吵到让你台湾观众没办法安心。这样。
While Cai admits that his film is unlikely to bring immediate change, he hopes that story of the 27-year-old will start an important conversation about the treatment of migrant workers. Asnaya Zhou and Eugene Huang for TaiwanPlus.
Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. Remember to download the TaiwanPlus app for more stories from Taiwan and around the world. Finally today, some images of an electric flying taxi recently unveiled in the United States. How are you supposed to hail that thing? I'm Liao. Take care and see you next time.